This is how I was able to develop. Now, when it comes to having a growth mindset, something that's very, very essential that you need to know is that it's not going to happen overnight. Essentially, what a growth mindset is a series of habits in which you are willing to check your own ego and be like, okay, you know what? I am willing to learn or I am willing to grow. A lot of the times, what inhibits someone from having a growth mindset is their ego. Someone who thinks, oh, I've already done it all, or I already know everything, or there's nothing left for me to learn. Don't be that person. Let me ask you, genuinely think to yourself, what are your goals? What are your dreams? What are your ambitions? They're likely going to be pretty big, right? And if they aren't big, it's because you haven't developed a growth mindset to think that you can do even better. Now, you have to be very careful because you don't want to be not mindful of the position that you are in this current day and age. Because one thing that is for certain is that if you are constantly comparing to other people or comparing to what you are not right now, there are negative emotions that are going to arise. However, if you have a growth mindset, the perspective you can take is, you know what, I'm not there yet, but I need to learn X, Y, and Z for me to get there. Now, this is the process I have to go through. This is what's going to happen. Having a growth mindset actually makes your life so much simpler, easier, and happier. I mean, think about it. Well, if you feel like you're stuck, then why would you continue doing life? It genuinely just boggles me. I meet people who have a hard time saying I'm wrong, or I have a hard time saying, oh, that's not right. You have to be able to check your own ego and understand that you don't know everything. There is always going to be someone who knows more than you. And if anything, that should excite you. This status of being the best, yes, you can aim to be the best, and you aim to be the best by going through the process of constantly improving yourself, constantly working on yourself, just continually just growing and developing. But to be the best, you have to understand there's always something to learn, something to tweak, and always something to practice. The moment you don't have a growth mindset is the moment you start getting complacent, and is the moment where your competition beats you. Do you really want that to happen? I mean, you already know how competitive it is. You're probably sitting watching this video being like, okay, like I get it. Like I know I need a growth mindset. I think I have one, but I don't know if I. Okay, let's check. Let's check. So if someone says, oh, this is how I did it and this is the right way, what's your first initial reaction? No, it's not the right way. No, I did it this way and this was right. The ability to have a growth mindset is the ability to understand different perspectives and see where those perspectives lands in the grand scheme of reality. In the grand scheme of reality, if that perspective moves you further along the chessboard, take that in. In fact, it's learning that you don't have to do the hard way. It's funny because Alex Hormozi famously says the rate of learning is the rate in which you're able to change your behavior after incoming new stimuli, which is essentially new information. A growth mindset is that rate of learning, that intelligence. You want to be intelligent. Anyone can be intelligent. Intelligence is purely just taking your ego out of the order and understanding that there's more work to be done. Simple as that.